Kpandai is among the most deprived districts in the northern part of Ghana. Kpandai district is predominantly a farming community with a total population of 108,816, representing 4.4% of the region's total population. Kpandai, however, is dominated by Christians. Due to the high level of poverty in this area, the Caritas office in Archdiocese of Tamale, with support from friends in Germany, have provided a microfinance scheme for about 120 Christian mothers from St. Kizito Catholic Church in Kpandai, which is expected to be repaid with interest. Are you satisfied with the payment so far?
From my interaction with the women when we went to Kpandai, in fact when we did the documentary in Kpandai, I am 100% convinced that we are on the right track. Most of them are paying back gradually. For instance, I gave them an initial sum of 76,000 Ghana cedis. So far, they have repaid about 34,000 Ghana cedis. So it is already shows a sign that, of course, they are interested in repaying, because I made them understand that the money is not mine, and then I intend that the money should be used for the purpose for which it was sent, and they have that obligation to pay back. So I am satisfied thus far with the repayment schedules.
The aim of this scheme is to make the Christian mother self-sufficient so that they can provide basic needs for their families, community, the church, and the society at large. Ananga Delphina, who operates a local drinking spot in Kpandai town, expresses her gratitude about the support she received.
My name is Delphina Ananga. I am the president of the Charista Women in Kpandai. I sell beer, I sell minerals, and I sell the local drink, which is called akpeteshi. I used to buy one drum, which is about 1,400. Now I buy 2 drums, and then people also come to retail from me, and they go to sell. So it has helped me a lot. You could hear when I was in the car, I was calling. A son just called me. He had given them handouts, and I have to send money, 50 cedis immediately. I called somebody to send him the 50 cedis. So as I've come, I look for the 50 cedis and go and give it to a person. So the money really helps us. Even though I'm a worker, but this money is supporting me before my salary comes. I don't often go for my salary. Sometimes 2 months, 3 months before I can go, and it helps me a lot. It helps all the women a lot. So we are grateful. We pray that it should continue. And we thank Father Sebastian, because it's because of Father Sebastian we got that support. We wouldn't have gotten it. So we thank Father Sebastian very much, and we thank those who gave the money to Father Sebastian to come and give to us. We thank them also, and we keep praying for them so that they will continue to support women in Ghana and Africa. And we also put up our best to pay well, so that other women who are also asking for the support will also enjoy from it.
Dama Patience, a seamstress who has been in business for the past 7 years, tells us how the loan scheme helped improve her business.
My name is Dama Patience. I'm a seamstress. I started this work almost 7 years today, and it was not moving well. Father came to support us, and then at first we can be here for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we don't get work. So when Father came to support us, I used the money for a business, which is clothes and then sandals, school clothes and school shoes. At times, anybody who come to buy my clothes, the fellow will just leave it down for me to show. So it made me to had more customers and even plenty learners. When they see you are having some business attached to your work, everybody want to come and learn with you, so that it will not be more pressure on them too. In fact, it's very helping me. My mother is not feeling well, and my father too is getting too old. So I use this money for a business, selling the profit I get. I take care of my juniors one, their school fees, and my mother's help, and everything. In fact, it's very helping us. So we are thanking Father. Next time, we need the money back again to help ourselves.
We met Ndomo Diana, a beneficiary of the scheme at Kpandai Market. Diana could not hide her joy, but to tell us how she managed to expand her yam business. Now, Diana can pay for her children's school fees.
My name is Ndomo Diana. I am a yam seller in Kpandai Market, Northern Region. I was engaged in small business until Father Sebastian came to our aid. My capital was too small. I used to buy 100 tubers of yam, but now I can buy 1,000 or 2,000 tubers of yam. Because of this support from Father, now I can take care of my children anytime my husband is not around. I used to take loan from bank with high interest rate, which is always difficult for me to pay back. But with this loan, the interest is very low. I always make a lot of profit with this. We are pleading with Father if he can increase this loan scheme. The money has been a blessing to us. I thank Father a lot. God bless him abundantly.
The story was not different when we met Madam Gladys Asunki, a Pito brewer, at her base.
My name is Gladys Asunki. I come from Kpandai, and I'm a Pito brewer. I used to brew Pito before they gave me this money. So I added to my capital. I was buying guinea corn. In those days, I would buy 3 or 4. So this time, I'm able to buy 10 bags. So I'll buy firewood. They will bring firewood from villages, 2 tractors, some motorkins. So I'll store them. So if there's rainy season, so that I will start using it. So when the monies came, I added to my monies. I was able to take care of my children, my husband, paying school fees for them, daily money. I used to give them every morning. If they are going to school, I'll give everybody 2 cedis each. So it helped me a lot. So I'm happy to get those money. So if there's another money to add to us to be using it, I will be happy.
Tapamata, who is a farmer, could not send us to visit her farm during our fact-finding mission because she was bitten by a snake, but still managed to share a word with us.
My name is Takwamata. When I took the loan, I was able to use the loan to buy millet at a very affordable prices. As we speak, the prices of millet have gone up. It is now 5 cedis, but at that time we took the loan, millet was 3 cedis. I used the loan to farm maize, which is yet to harvest. I have been able to make a lot of profit out of that because it have helped me to pay my children's school fees and also feed my family as well. Through this loan, we have learned a lot about business management. We are thanking Father Sebastian for this wonderful support.
Kumarita, a petty trader at Kpandai Market, tells us how 1,000 Ghana cedi helped grow her tabletop business.
Before I received today's support from Father Sebastian, I was already into this business, but my capital was very small. After I have received this loan, I have been able to add in tomatoes, and other things to expand the business. The money has actually helped me a lot because I can now pay for my children's school fees. 2 of them are in secondary school. The burden on me have reduced. Though I collected 1,000 Ghana cedis, which is the equivalent of 190 euros. Now that education is free, I save a lot of money from my sales. I am very happy and thank Father a lot. We are praying that the loan scheme will be extended and also increase from the initial 1,000 Ghana cedis, which is the equivalent of 190 euros. Now I can pay for my children's hospital bills and other things. We thank Father and hope for more.
Porridge is a lucrative business in the northern part of Ghana. That is why Madam Dari Dora and Madam Judith decided to invest their loan scheme into porridge business in kpandai.
My name is Dari Dora. I used to sell porridge in smaller quantity until Madam Delphina discussed this loan scheme to me, which I showed interest. Now I have been able to buy a bag of meals to expand my porridge business. At first, I used to buy the raw materials in small quantity, which I always ended up without profit. In fact, this loan has helped my business to grow. We are praying and thanking Father Sebastian and give him that lovely heart he has. God richly bless him.
I have been able to buy millet in stock for my porridge business. This have helped me to pay my children's school fees. The money we receive from Father Sebastian have actually helped us a lot. With that loan, I bought maize, sugar, and granules in large quantities. This loan have helped me to run my business smoothly. It also helped me to pay my sick aunt's medical bills. I would like to thank Father very much for this support. God richly bless him.
Reverend Father Sebastian Zato, a former parish priest of St. Kizito Catholic Church in kpandai, who is a brain behind the support, narrated to us the origin of this loan scheme for these vulnerable women.
I am Father Sebastian Zato, a priest in the Archdiocese of Tamale. In 2011, I got the opportunity to go to Germany to study. And while I was in Germany, the whole idea of trying to see how I could help the poor and needy of my diocese was very paramount. This decision to help them actually came from my time while I was in kpandai. And while I was in kpandai, I had worked with several women's groups. And I could see that they had a lot of potential, but the problem always had to do with credit. They didn't have credit. They didn't have, the money to be able to do very little things to help their families, to help their children be able to go to school, to be able to, do little things that every woman probably would want to do. And so while I was in Germany, I contacted some friends in Gelsenkirchen specifically. I met this very fine gentleman who was our, he worked at the secretariat, in the church, St. Augustinus, Kirche. And then together with him, we thought out about the possibility of helping these women, how to make them self-financial, self-sufficient. And I'd actually tried to contact some banks to see if they could help. But at the end of the day, he had worked in a bank for some time. So he told me it wasn't a good decision. So he and his wife, they kind of decided that they were going to give me an initial sum of 10,000 euro so that I could come and begin this project. You know, and I also spoke with my parish priest, Pastor Manfred Pass, and then he also saw a lot of sense in what I wanted to do, because they all, agree that poverty is a big problem as far as our area is concerned. Because I had shown them clips of some of the women. I had been in several discussions with them, and then made them to understand the difficulties that we face here in the north of Ghana, especially in the church, where most of the women have no income. They have no, they have no mainstay, and so they are just there, and they're unable to help themselves in any way. So when I discussed also with my parish priest, he committed the parish, that is Gelsenkirchen St. Augustine's Church, and then they gave us also an initial sum of 20,000. So with these monies, I came to begin the project. And of course, there are many more women who are calling me from everywhere, and they want to be part and parcel of this lofty idea. But the money isn't that much, and so I'm only hoping that with time, we'll be able to deal with these issues and see how we can raise a lot more funds to help many more women to become self-sufficient, self-financing. And of course, in that way, it also goes a long way to help the stability also of the church, because wherever they are, once they are stable, once they are self-sufficient and they can contribute to the growth of the archdiocese, we will see the fruits in various ways. So it is my hope that those who will see the documentary, those who will be able to come to our aid so that we can help many more of these women, will be very much welcome. So with these monies, I came to begin the project. And of course, there are many more women who are calling me from everywhere, and they want to be part and parcel of this lofty idea. But the money isn't that much, and so I'm only hoping that with time, we'll be able to deal with these issues and see how we can raise a lot more funds to help many more women to become self-sufficient, self-financing. And of course, in that way, it also goes a long way to help the stability also of the church, because wherever they are, once they are stable, once they are self-sufficient and they can contribute to the growth of the archdiocese, we will see the fruits in various ways. So I'm hoping and praying that this project, will be well managed, so that at the end of the day, its fruits will be, enjoyed by all those, who are part of it, part and parcel of the whole project.
Reverend Father Sebastian explains why he started this loan scheme with only Christian mothers.
The scheme is I started originally with the Christian mothers. And this is because these are women I had worked with when I was parish priest of Kpandai. And they had shown a desire to get some little monies and be able to pay back. And that's why I took them. But because it's still on a pilot basis, the intention is actually to open it up with time. So Christian mothers is only the pilot, but later on, when the project begins to grow and to become a lot more successful, then of course many more women inside and outside of the church will have access to this fund. So the Christian mothers, because it is still something new, it's a novelty, I do not want to open it up so much and then already begin to run into problems, let's say with repayments and other things. That's why I'm a bit careful for now, not to open it up to the general public, but to begin it as a pilot project. But later on, I actually intend to transfer it to our credit union. They will be managing the fund, so that I will not have a direct access to the funds as such. So that they will screen all those who apply for the funds. They will do their own monitoring of the funds, and they will be in charge of the repayments, and the kind of the repayment schedules that will be made. It will be the work of the credit union to do that. So it is only just a pilot. That's why it's only for Christian mothers for now. I also want to thank Uti and Peter Schmidt, my very wonderful friends in Germany who were able to initially, kickstart this project by a sum of 10,000 euros. And most especially, I'd like to thank my parish priest, Manfred Pass. He was a wonderful friend, a senior brother, a father to me in everything. And I also want to thank the community of Girls and Christian, the church. They showed me great love, and they helped me to be able to integrate. And it is my intention that I will be able to use the skills that I learned there so that I can help also improve upon the society in which I am living in, to help the people that I have come into contact with, so that eventually and gradually we'll be able to make a headway together. So I want to thank them very much, and God bless them. And they should know that I am happy at home. I pray that the good Lord will continue to bless and guide them. They should keep praying for me. I am happy at home, and one day I hope to see them. God bless them all.
To have covered all the women beneficiaries would mean a 1 week or more documentary. The crew captured this as a sign of how lives and changing and progress is being made in the Kpandai community because of this loan scheme.